Hey, hey, we're in here. Tail Tuesday starting in 60 seconds. Let's get that all set up. Car is here. Magnus is here. Some other scrubs. Some other scrubs. Boom. Boom. Let's go here. Let's get that chat. Chat. Pop out. Alright. Looking good. We're ready. It's about to start. Oh, it just did start. Alright. We're playing an FM from Iraq. I knew that. Okay. Emote only. Here we go. First round of Title Tuesday. This seems wrong. What happened here? Alright. Let's go. We could get a Maroxy with e4, or they could just play g3. Okay, they do transpose. They do transpose to as if we played this from a Sicilian. Seems like they kind of know what they're doing. Let's chill with the mouse settings a little bit. Mouse speed is a little fast. Let's go. Okay. Alright, they gotta bring the queen out of range of this. Let's go. Are they going to play the pro gamer move? No, they're not a pro gamer. F3, if you play bishop e2, is not the most intimidating. If you play bishop e2, the idea of playing f4 a little bit more aggressively is a bit scarier. Let's play bishop d7, I want to say. Because bishop e6 just invites knight d5. I mean, I could have. Bishop e6, knight d5. But let's just keep doing normal stuff. Hope admin won't give out about the Gambit classes. Yeah, they're right here. They're right here. Come at me, bro. Alright, so we got like a Maroxy structure. Knight d5 they could play. What would happen is I trade. Now it's a little awkward for them, because if they go rook takes, then knight d5, and they need rook takes or else they're hanging this pawn. Then I take, now they need e takes to not hang the rook. Okay, so knight. Right, so like trade. They don't have an a7, I have king f8 now. My pawn on a4 did a great job. There's no b3 here to hold c4 really solidly. It's b3, then I take, queen b4. Okay, they don't really know what to do either. I'll just play like h5. Stop some stuff. Okay. A little weird, I know like this is an idea somehow. Like I've seen this before. It seems a little ridiculous here. Let's go bishop c6. Bishop e6 now encourages knight d5 very much so. I don't know how else you save this pawn, right? So here, okay, trade. Then knight takes, c takes. We won't really have an opportunity to grab it. It's... Honestly, it's probably still... Let's just do it. I don't think they even had an idea, like if I just went bishop c6 and knight d7. But... Okay, I expect knight d5 and then trade, and rook takes like that is not how they wanted to take back. The rook is very out of place there, and I suspect b2 might be a little hard to defend. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I'm actually going to take this with the bishop, just because I really wanted to create an imbalance here. It's dangerous. Like, knight takes would have been a very safe option, bishop d7. Maybe it just would have been better. It's not like I can't play for a win there. E takes opens the rook here, potentially. C takes frees the bishop. Yeah, that's actually a problem. Like, trade bishop b5 and then a4 might be hard to protect. Maybe knight takes, c takes, and bishop d7 is what I should have gone with. b2 is still difficult to protect. Yeah, and then I just didn't give anything. Okay, they went e takes, which I think is... I don't know. Okay, we're going here. I guess rook c2. But b5 is interesting in that position. So, in terms of pressure here... I mean, king f8 is one easy way to parry it. But okay, b2 is serious. Here, like, I would just go e3, right? They could start off with this. I don't think that was a good decision. I don't think they should have given me this. I'm surprised. I think rook c2, but maybe they didn't like b5. Yeah, b5? Because the thing is, they can never contest this a line, right? So they have to, yeah, just be passive like this. I can just kind of continue to invade. I have b5 as an option. This is probably the most compelling because it was doing nothing. We're even up on the clock this game. Takes, honestly, I like pawn takes. It's interesting. Okay, they're just gonna... Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's passive, but it makes sense. How are we dealing here? Hop here. Then this. Some order. It's kind of interesting. Bishop g5. Okay, one, take. Yes, this is a good line. Okay, knight on d3. Hear me out, hear me out. Rook e2, then rook a8. Bishop g5, I was going to go rook a1, trade, and then I was going to go for rook takes d1 and knight f2. Yeah, rook a1 is... Yeah, the king's on h1. It's not in a good spot. What if I just go here? Can I win like this? I think I can. Yeah, just win knight b2. Right? Very well done. Yeah, their position just sucked that they never really got this Maroxy thing going. Bishop d4 if they dodge the rook trade. Yeah, GG. No, I mean, I think we just outclassed them. Just, like, I know these Maroxy positions pretty well. Alright, let's give you some freedom of speech. 94 to 90 to 85.3 in terms of accuracy. So yeah, I came from an English. I gave them the opportunity to transpose to a Sicilian, you know, like as if we'd started with e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, trade, g6 and c4, right? So, okay, so we just had this line, knight f6, knight c3, d6, g2, and now we take it, right? So they don't want to recapture my queen, but they don't have bishop e3 yet because I have knight g4. So as soon as they take away that, now I take it, drag the queen out just to make them move it. One extra time, and as soon as my king defends the bishop, now I can play knight g4, so I would be attacking the queen, trying to get that bishop, so they gotta move back, and a5 right now. a5 right now is also importantly timed, so that there's no b3 to stop this. Knight e4, the rook is hanging here, so they can't grab two pieces for the rook. Let's say I just did it. Next turn, they could play b3 with this defended and grab two pieces for the rook, and a4, they could just push past b4, as opposed to this being en passant eligible. We love our en passants, and then putting the queen right on b4 once we make that pocket and create the a-line, so they don't want to do that. But getting the pawn to a4, so it's a nice little achievement that we can throw in right now, making c4 tough to defend. Either you play b3 and give me all this, and so I'll put my queen right behind it. Also, the rook protects the queen, so there's no like knight d5 kind of tricks here of like winning a pawn. Because if you play knight d5 too early, I can just take on d5 with this defending, and again, b2 will hang. And again, shout out to this pawn, b7 will never hang in these lines, because I always have a3. So, yeah, I mean, they didn't really play this so ambitiously here. Engine liked this strike c5, which is kind of crazy, because owing to this idea. But it counters with the idea of this rook sacrifice. Takes, and king h1, I'm just saying, even just go back. So, but yeah, I mean, having that dark square bishop is very, very valuable. They got all these light square pawns. They need the dark square bishop to control all those other squares. Otherwise, my piece will be uncontested. Bishop e6, it wanted now to induce this. I just played h5. I delayed it one turn. Now I went for it. Bishop e6. Hey, Ayush. Bishop e6, hitting the pawn, and it didn't like their decision to go knight d5. I mean, yeah, what they were doing with, like, queen e1 and king h1, like, these weren't good ideas in the position. Defending c4 here requires bishop d2, which is creative, because takes and now some knight move. The bishop will fall with that being hit in addition to the queen. So it requires something creative, because you can't play b3 either. But, okay, knight d5, now the problem is trade. Yeah, bishop takes was actually a huge mistake. That's the difference between minus 0.9 and plus 0.3. It wanted just takes bishop d7, no bishop b5 attacking the knight, right? And then attacking this pawn once the rooks trade. And yeah, it's very hard to protect. It's very hard to protect. You can't give me rook c2. You don't want b3 to give me the other thing, but you got to pick your poison. Bishop takes, I didn't give them way out. Yeah, e takes was a big error. Because c takes knight d7, I think the problem is exactly this trade and bishop b5. Okay, anyway. GG. Alright, we're playing GM from Norway. But not named Magnus Carlsen. Didn't want any part of my Bush Gas Gambit. Let's turn emote only mode back on. A very quick knight a4. My next move was going to be a6 so that I could dodge it. But we got a very, very speedy knight a4. Alright, well, where do I want you to go? Maybe let's go to e7. I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, I don't think this is so bad. I kind of like how it grips the middle. It's not just me. Could go either direction. Go long, see what's up. I like this idea. I think if h4, bishop g4 now is too consequential. Bishop g4, h3. I understand that I've just taken away my route home, so I no longer have bishop h5 as an option. But if I go here, h3, take, knight d4, queen d1, queen h4, c3, e6. I can also... There's a lot of good options here, to tell you the truth. Alright, let's do this. I like knight d4 as well. Maybe that was better. It's just going to come out here. And then even knight e6. It's going to give you this. Maybe it was dumb. Maybe I'm hanging something over here. I don't know. Take, queen b3. Puts like rook f3 ideas on the table, but this is check. I don't think this was smart how I did this. I do want this, but this is check. Let's go... Okay. Let's go here. Queen b7. And then other rook to f8. Yeah, queen b7, other rook to f8. This is very strong, yeah? This is hit. I just need to make something happen. I can't just like lose all my pawns here. I need to actually get them. We're going all in. We really went for it. Here, rook f3 has got to be the idea. Trying to just go rook h3. Rook f3. Take queen h3. Really? Bishop e3? So surprising. Let's go for this, actually. I don't know. What do you got? I think they're going to want to target e6. I mean, I can't believe I didn't just take on f2. For bishop e3, I think. Even just trading everything on f1 there. No, it's possible I just ran out of steam. If they target e6, what are we going to do? Oh. I need to defend it, and then the knight can come block. I have to defend it. It's kind of interesting, because the knight can come checkmate via queen h3 and h4. Or it can come block like this, in which case the rook here would come checkmate. If king h2, take, trade, king h1 and h4, that wins as long as I get out checks, which I don't. So, I mean, I have a draw there, but king h2, I mean, rook f2 is a good move in that position. The question was rook h3 a good move? No, it's probably just a draw. Because, oh no, okay, wait, this just here. Okay, so rook, yeah, and knight f8 shields this. Knight f8 shields this, the rook comes across. So what's up here? Takes queen h3, just knight h4, or rook g6. I think I got him. King h2, trade. Well, okay. Okay, takes, rook f3. Oh, is that gonna hold? Well, knight f3 is mate. Yeah, they're just losing. This is mate. GG. Wow, we got him. Let's go. Down goes the GM. Down goes the GM. He declined my Bush Gas Gambit, but we gambited the pawns anyway. We just went all in. Just like, take my pawns over there. I'm gonna go sack my rooks. Wow, now he just lost 14 rating points, so now he's only 3,028. That must really suck. And I had the chat in emote only mode, so what are they gonna say now? Guys, you gave me such good emotes during that game that was the reason I won. I was reading the emotes. Okay, so bishop c4, d3, knight c6. This is an interesting one. Wow. Guys, we so got him. Oh, this is Elam Amar. Alright. Guys, most famous GM from Norway, obviously. Okay, so bishop c4, d6. Right, so I'm like, okay, if you want to transpose, I'll give you the pawn. But he didn't want any knight f3 stuff. Typically, these people like playing... I mean, he's good, so it's not like these people. But they like playing f4, and then I like ignoring that. And just being like, thank you for this diagonal. And then try to take over this square. And while making sure I have my bishop. But he targets the bishop right away. So I just go here, he takes it, just plays a3 to make sure I can't target his bishop, but okay, I'm like, fine, I have these pawns, they're not so bad. Castles, knight out, castles, bishop g4, which was like kind of a weird decision. Yeah, the engine wanted me to go here, maybe to set up like bishop e6, just challenging for this good bishop, and life goes on. My pieces are well placed to stop kind of any central breakthroughs or breakthroughs in general that white might have. But okay, I go for bishop g4, which is a little bit different because now I give 2 bishops for my 2 knights. But I like kind of, I don't know, I like the vibe of where my pieces were. I thought I could generate something from here. And he goes for something pretty ambitious here, which is knight e6. He takes it. Engine wants just queen g4 and going into this endgame to make sure, like, the queens are off the board. But he takes this knight and goes queen b3. So now he's like, ooh, pawns, pawns, pawns. Let me eat them. Let me eat them. I'm like, okay, go take my pawns. Go take my pawns. And, okay, this is all evaluating to triple zeros. I'll show you the eval bar. This is a crazy game, guys. This is all evaluating to triple zeros. So, okay, this should have been a Gambit Glasses moment because I already put him on. Okay, so he's like, takes another one. Engine says bishop e3, defending f2 is the way to go. And after rook f3, queen c6 here. I don't know what the draw was. King h2. Something like this is evaluating to triple zeros somehow. But, not what happened in the game. He keeps munching on pawns. Keeps munching on pawns, and so I go into rook f3. Engine's top move was this, which is interesting. I guess it sets up like knight h4, and then some other stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's nobody around here. You haven't really brought out your pieces, is kind of the problem. I've brought mine out. But yeah, I mean, I can't just like lose all these pawns. I need to crash through somehow over here. So, I go in rook f3, and now the engine says there's one move that draws in, it's queen d6. My opponent chooses queen c6. The difference being something I don't understand. Here is what happened in the game. So why not king h2? Because now knight f8. I guess you would need queen takes e5 in this position. Knight f8 is the brilliant move that allows for rook g6 and rook takes g2. I think. Takes here. Oh, no, just rook f3. Why was knight f8 needed? Why couldn't I do it right now? Oh, because of... Oh, you just need to guard e6. Because taking e6 was their one way to guard h3. Okay, this actually makes sense. So, yes. So if king h2, you need to go knight f8 to overprotect e6, because this is where you're crashing through. Not because you can use the h6 square, but because you're going to go takes and rook f3. So if they go here, it just expedites the process of check and mate. And otherwise, you have the unstoppable threat, and their only way to defend it was this way, through the e6 pawn. But now the knight is protecting it. Is takes and here, and then you're going to get through. So they actually can't guard that because their pieces are just not doing good at all. So yeah, going rook f3, by the way, instead of rook takes f2. Rook takes f2 after bishop to e3. White is chilling. It's plus 1.5. They're up a pawn. They're going to trade all the rooks, and they're going to be up many, many more pawns. So that wasn't it. But rook f3 was it. So queen c6. Okay, we'll get the rest of the analysis later. But I got my first brilliant of the game here. There will be a few more to come. Let's check that out later. Alright, from GM to FM. Let's go. We are... D6 and A6 is an annoying line. This stuff... Okay. I could transpose back to an open... No, let's just chill. Do we play G4 or do we play G3? Let's just play G3. The thing is, now I will need G4. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Assuming you're going this way. Don't have to. Thing is, even if I get an F5 without G4, which I could, because the bishop is over there, I will need, like, my queen on H4. Unless you just kind of want to gambit this pawn. If this is too slow. That's fine. Let's just be normal. There. Knight E2. 92. 91 is also fine. So is 92. I guess they have C4 as a resource. C4. Maybe this hangs. Yeah, so that's what they're preparing. If I play B3, then I have to deal with this and this. Okay, it's fine. Well, they will continue to target this. Interesting. Okay. I feel like they need to generate their own play. Here. What do you got against my stuff? I've built up my big triangle. Don't trade off for my knight. She's so pretty. I wanted this and this. If I just go here, h6. And then f takes g6. This comes with check. Shoot, I should have taken here last turn. Because... How am I going to attack without the knight? I don't have the square for my rook. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Need a new plan. Wait, how am I recapturing this? Okay, fine. Probably rook. We'll just pull back after an 85. You need this. This pawn h3 is actually so stupid. I hate it. That was my hesitation about going h3. Like, if I had rook h3 right now, like, the game would be over. Okay. Give me this. Okay. I need... You're so dead. He has to take it. Yeah, I have no way through. I have no way through anymore. He's got a bishop and a pawn for my rook. Light square bishop sucks. Oh, really? Wait, what? Why would you do that?
5.
Let me get that. Pulls, pulls, pulls. Why did they just do that? It's crazy.
4, 3.
Alright, let's go for it. I don't know. Just trading also would have won, but...
2.
Don't
1,
hang
2.
this. I kind of hung it.
1.
No, that was not what I wanted. I just didn't want a flag. Stupid h3 pawn. Can I trap this knight? You gotta take
2,
it, yeah.
3. Two, 3.
pieces are so awkwardly placed.
2, 1, 2,
Ooh, flag.
1, 2, 1,
Oh, that was bad. Oh.
2, 1, 2, 1.
No! Damn. This guy was 29.44. Okay. That was higher than I thought. I think he had several chances to play better. I mean, so did I, but... Oh, wanted a quick e5. That makes sense before they're castled. This was slow. I would want an e5. So we went after them. They just should have taken it, because this gave them with tempo. Here was up in exchange. This was dumb. Yeah, there's no reason I have to take it. Like, just go here, keep the pressure of threatening to take it. Here, threaten to take it twice. Now if they go here... Okay, now I could do the same exact thing in the game, except not have these pawns traded. I had the same position in the game, except no F6 option. I just took first. Okay, but here we're in business. Should have gone rook takes. No, I mean, I had so many chances in this game. I should have just traded. Okay, but I mean, even that was fine. Should just trade rook h4. I mean, that's probably an easy win. I didn't want to get forked. This was a wild... No, I mean, I just had so many chances here. Alright, oh well. I have really no one to blame but myself. My opponent gave me a lot of chances. Oh well. You guys can have emote only off. Oh, whoops. There you go. Now you should see the clocks. Alright, we're playing a Canadian WFM. Oh, Canada. Bush Gas. Yes. Alright, I need to re-enable emote mode. Ooh, take it, take it, take it, take it. Free pawn. Attack F7. Okay. You won't take the pawn, I will. This launches some fun lines. The very best move... Well, d4 is a good move. I actually have to play d5 against it. Some people play rook e1 and hang their rook. Otherwise, against a lot of options, you take twice. You end up taking on f2. Say, against knight takes e5. Play d5, so that we're not... Yeah, d3, so... Like, knight f6, this would just be even after takes, d5, and castles. I could, but I could also do this. I know the engine also gives, like, queen e2 is a really interesting move here. But, yeah, you'd have to be a madman to play it. D5. So, here, this is a fun imbalance that I like to create. I mean, I always like to create some fun positions. But rook and two pawns versus bishop and knight. It's a pretty solid trade. You can't really take this. Ooh, you should listen to me. Or I should have said it sooner, I'm sorry. But yeah, king g1, defending h2 does not work because queen d4 check picks off the knight. So king f1 here is forced and giving me h2, which is an unpleasant sort of trade. I couldn't have gone directly queen f6 to win the knight. There's just knight f3. So yeah, that was forced. Queen takes h2. But the e5 pawn was good. Like, I was going to try to play e4 and still come get the king that was kind of exposed. So now with the knight hanging and queen h1 inevitable, yeah, you should probably do that and bring it here. So, from here, I mean, there's nothing to think about. This is the only other spot that doesn't lose the queen. From here, because you have no development, but I also don't have great development, I am thinking, I know this idea. It's like c6 is fine. This is probably also fine, because like rook d6 and stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is like a really reasonable move, because I think this is a good idea to bring the rook around. I do have concerns about, like, everybody else. What I'm going to do is just give another pawn. So, I'm really telling you, like, you should take it, and now rook a6. It's a fun idea. So, because I had concerns about him, and obviously, like, I need to get in front of these guys. This isn't just an open file situation, it's a rook left situation. So, this rook has its choice of squares. I mean, this is even an interesting move just because the queen takes d5, bishop h3, my next move being rook g6. I can start rook f6 and then bishop h3. Bishop h3 first. I almost want to say it's forcing. Is it better to start with rook g6? Bishop h3, bishop f3. Alright, I like this move. Because if something, like, I'm going to play rook g6 attacking here, and then this won't be the only pin I'm talking about. The other one will be onto the knight. There'll be a couple reasons this pawn, it's rare that a pawn on g2 can be pinned twice, but it is. Oh, okay, they just want that. But okay, I mean, I think that's a pretty successful, we've torn open the king kind of situation. Let's go rook e8, because that rook needs to play. I'm not sure where you're going yet. I do want ac6, I just can't block the rook, and I'm not sure where he's going yet. Yeah, I think they have to do this. I agree. But it seems kind of bad. Seems kind of tough. Let's go rook f6. Do you want another pawn? You can have it. I'm going to come in here. So... Alright, let's just go and see. Well, do they got rook e1? Rook e1, take. I also have here g5, right? Like, takes rook f3. Is that a good idea? I think that is a good idea. g5, because knight takes f, queen takes g5. Bishop takes rook f3, take. King g1, rook e2, resigns, yeah. No, this is, I mean, I think knight c6 was good as well, and just, like, you know, there's a lot, like, I don't know how you're defending all this. Knight d4 is coming, queen 5, but I think this is just ending the game right away. Takes away back rank trickery. But yeah, knight takes, I have queen takes, so there, right, I don't have queen takes because of the queen, but we take here, queen f2, I didn't give this a lot of credit. So I have this draw, right? Alright, let's repeat once. If we go here, queen g6. Might have been too ambitious. Yeah, I don't have queen c5, this bishop e3 counter check. Might have been too ambitious.
5.
Oh, they have rook f2.
4. 3. 4.
Rook f2.
3.
I didn't see rook f2.
3. 4.
Alright,
3.
let's just try to win this.
3. 4.
Should be good.
3. 2. 1. 2. 3.
Let's get that on light squares. Oh, I want that.
2. 1, 2,
Could have played a3.
3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3,
Ooh,
4,
don't get trapped.
3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4,
There we go.
3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4,
Beautiful.
5, 4,
Well
5.
done. Well done. Good endgame. Good endgame. I didn't convert that so properly in the middle game, but the endgame technique was good. We had an 88 accuracy. I love being docked every time for the Bush Gas. I love being docked. Alright, we got 3 out of 4 right now until Tuesday. Not a bad start. Go here. Go to analysis. Oh, it doesn't show me an eval bar. Oh, because I'm analyzing. I think I had another one. Analysis? Ah, there we go. So, is this guy good? No. But now I lost the review. Why is this so stupid? Okay. Alright. So, they kept not taking my pawn, so, and I kept offering them the pawn. Of course, the acceptance of the Bush Gas Gambit. That's a whole other can of worms, and I wish they did it. But okay, knight takes e4, and finally we take on f2. Trade, trade, trade. I've had this position actually a number of times. I mean, this is a fun idea, right? Like, otherwise, like, I'm just going to play knight c6, and we're just going to have kind of a symmetrical position. But we jump in with knight takes e4. If knight takes e5, we do this. And we can even do this on our own accord, right? Which is going to be probably something pretty similar to the game, this idea of queen d4 check, or queen takes h2. So, yeah, grabbing the e4 pawn and then trading everything on f2 is fun. d3, that's exactly what happened here. And they went for knight takes e5. So, yeah, better to just kind of patch up. And, okay, might have just played f6 and c6 and enjoyed this. And it's about equal, but it's a different sort of equal. But they went for knight takes e5. Very ambitious. So, queen to h4, king f1 forced, or else queen d4 picks off the knight. King f1, so we eat that. Here, check there. And a5, which it didn't like. Like, it wanted me to just go c6, but I wanted to do this. Alright, well, it actually really wasn't good. It's that swing from, like, minus 0.7 to plus 0.7. So, it takes for k6. What was the best defense? Knight c3? Oh, I think it's because it defends the bishop and stops my resource. Is that possible? The bishop is protected. Because knight d2, bishop h3, which was an okay move. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Right up there with rook. It's literally tied with rook g6 as triple zeros. So, takes h3. I mean, I understand it. It's tough to defend this. Like, a lot of pressure on g2. You're never taking g3 because that knight is getting hit. You can't bring this knight in here. And I'm probably just going to bring this right in there. So I don't really know. Oh, queen f2 defends this. But then this is also hanging. So I don't know how you were hanging on. And the game takes, queen takes. But, like, your king is just so open at this point. Like, the king is just so open. Yeah, so I should have just played knight c6. I went for this g5 idea. Blunder is so rude. Minus 0.9 to minus 0.1. c4 changes the complexion of it. The queen needs to stay in contact here or else just knight takes, right? So, oh, but if it goes here, then there's bishop takes and I don't have this. Shout out Bunny Bow. Bunny with the sub with Prime. Appreciate it, Bunny. We got queen c6. So, actually just throwing in c4, my queen is on the perfect spot hitting here and here. And just throwing in c4, yeah, makes this all not work. They missed it, and they just went here. I missed it, too. So now take, take, take. I should have won this much more easily than I did. It wanted me just to trade here. Oh, yeah, just trade in rook e2. Somehow, the position I ended up going rook e2, then there was the rook on f2. I think that's what I hallucinated about. Like, I saw this line, and then I was like, wait, there's... So we do it like this. Only now do we trade. And, like, now there's rook f2. So I'm not just eating these pawns. And so now this endgame requires a good deal of effort. But they kind of played a little aimlessly. King goes this way, then goes this way. They were very slow getting a past pawn. They didn't lock my pawns onto dark squares, and they didn't restrict these pawns. So, like, I don't know. They were just kind of, like, moving this stuff around. King goes here, king goes here. I played a4. Yeah, we just trade off for that. So I got these pawns off of dark squares. I got my king to the square I wanted it to. My knight just needs some time to move around, and it does. And then eventually, like, it's going to hop around, like, here, threaten to trade. Bishop e1 was needed here. But, okay, I was just going to crash through one way or the other. My king was going to take whichever square you gave me. Okay, bishop h4, and we just eat that, and now the pawns are good enough to go. That was needed to cover h2, or else I was actually getting kind of fried along here. But then I had the backup pawn that ran, and so the bishop is not able to hold them both. And we're just going. GG. Subscribe. Your 3981 ELO. Nice. Congratulations. Oh, that sounds legit. Oh, yeah, let me disable emote only mode. Alright, you guys got freedom of speech again. Imagine. Chess.com mod's confused. How is he still winning without the Gambit classes? That's true, that's true. I did have them on for one of my wins, I think. That's a great point, though. No Gambit classes and emote only mode off? How? It's almost like he was making good moves on his own, if I didn't know any better. This game, we were talking about this. So, f6, covering e6. So this was correct. Like, queen c6 was wrong, and now we play the right move, covering e6, which is very important, not because it's a pawn, but because it's a route to cover h3, right? If you were to just take this, then I just need to take here, knight h4, and then I've got a couple of mates, either queen g2 or knight f3. So queen c6, cover that. Any check my knight can cover, and also gives me an additional rook g6 resource. Queen takes c5. It's hard to recommend something. It's saying bishop e3. Oh, because maybe there's some idea here and hitting. It's saying if I take right now, check here, takes f3. And here they are covering. Because if the bishop was on c1, they would have no way to stop queen g2. But here they actually, I think... They think they can take it. Yeah, rook g1, I have queen h3. So it's interesting. I don't really get it. But... Wait, so in the same line... If I follow the same line here, then what's the difference? Takes... Check here, f3... Check here. It's actually literally the same position. It's just saying... With bishop on e3... Here, like I'm just gonna toast you. If I just waste a move... Oh, they have rook f2 to cover. And now... Check here. Yeah, they could cover... If they had started with bishop e3, with rook f2 and rook f1. I think to cover the f3 pawn. And now here they're okay. So that... I mean, it's really tough stuff to spot. In the game... Takes c5, and then, yeah, we go for this rook takes h3 sacrifice. And I get another brilliant. So it's 2 brilliants in a row, right? Because I had... Where's... Can you show me, please? Can we get this back? Thank you. So rook f8 was my first brilliant, giving this pawn. Swing that rook into the game. Rook f3, I got nothing for that. That's kind of brutal. So here, rook f6, defending the pawn, leaving the other rook hanging. Takes, and then sacrificing that rook, insisting, please take me. Trying to go rook h1. So now you have to take it. Queen takes h3. Shout out Kazin with the bitch here. Queen takes h3 was... Queen takes h3 and rook f3 are both fine. Rook f3 swinging across. Queen h3 with a different sort of made idea of the knight coming into h4 and here and here. It's actually totally fine. f3 is a resource, is what the engine gives, but yeah, there's check. And I think we just or just play knight h4 first, with rook g6 as well. So even if you cover on f2, I have rook g6. And anyway, in the game, it just ended with queen e3, rook f3, and knight h4 is coming. Like, knight h4 is coming, my knight's gonna come to f3, check, I block, and here we're just up too much stuff. Like, there's too many checkmating dudes, and we're getting in there. GG, subscribe. Let's continue. Alapin Gambit. Gambit glasses on. Watch out, chess.com mods. They're coming on. Emote only. Knight c6, good move. Alright, if a quick knight b4, I have bishop e2. But you do have to watch out, because you need this protected. So, with that in mind, I think we're just going to play a3. Or unless we play c3. Yeah, let's play a3. c3, the benefit is protecting us. They're just kind of matching my style here. I don't think that was a good move. Unless they're trying to escape. Could try to target this. Yeah, they do. Or that direction. Alright. c4, knight c3. I like just knight c3 directly. I do. So rook d1. That's not it. e5. Do I have to go to... Oh, no. What? I have this move. Well, let's think about this. e7. Take. I'm not sure I have enough firepower to support it. Anyway, let's give it a shot. e7. c4. Or are we playing rook d1? No, let's go here. Take, queen takes, it targets this, right? Just castle. Am I just grabbing this pawn? I wanted to put my rook on d1. Yeah. Really? Takes? No. It's crazy first instinct to have. Okay. Yeah, I just need to grab this back. Alright. This was fine. Unless... Yeah. I don't think I can take it if this. Jumping around. If queen c8 now... What do we got? Queen d5. That was better than I gave it credit for. Alright, fine. But it's just totally equal. Creates some sort of imbalance. This.
Five. 4, 5.
They're threatening our key 2 when they pull back around, right?
4, 3, 4. 3, 2,
Oh, that's
3.
so annoying. Let's see
4.
that properly.
3, 4.
Yes.
3, 2.
Oh,
2.
have this.
1, 2.
Very poorly played.
3. 4. 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2.
No, that's so bad. What, how did I lose the most equal endgame ever? This should not have happened. Somehow I made this hard for myself with this weird idea. Like, I feel like if I were just, like, really normal. Whatever. Fun gambit full line. I want to just take right away and rook d1. Which makes sense. Yeah, it's hard to sidestep this. Now we got other stuff. I didn't realize how annoying this would be, actually, if I just did that. I thought bishop takes e6, like solid recapture, develops the bad piece. Here, I did have this. How is this working? Oh, and the trap the queen again is the same kind of resource. Trap the queen, wow. No, wow, I had opportunities here. No, to lose this is just ridiculous. I gave myself a hard position. This was like... There were only like a couple good moves. c3 even was fine. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. That was not good. Again... Could have been better with king 2. Yeah, no, just total disaster. Really, really bad. Really poorly played. Oh well. Yeah, I was at a time deficit also. 1 second, let me just grab something. Today is actually a big day because later tonight I will have to go at some point, but we have the first meeting practice of New York chess boxing. So it's not just a competition for me, it's also a community we're building in New York. A meeting where I practice boxing anyway. So I'll go there early to get my work in. And then I'll be leading chess instruction. I'll be leading class. Our boxing coach will be teaching the boxing. Every Tuesday nights, come. Today it'll be free. Today it will be free. Working hard. We are working hard. I'm tired too, you know. But it's more about the discipline than it is even the motivation. Motivation is just the feeling, you know, it comes and goes. It's there, obviously. But it's just like, it's the difference between doing things just because you feel like it. Doing things because deep down you know it's the right thing to do. Let's turn on lonely mode. I go every day. Every day we're boxing. I do know this flag. It is kicking me. What is the flag? Azerbaijan. 6th round of Tail Tuesday, I want to say. On 3 out of 5. Including some solid scalps, GMs, etc. Bishop b5 is a move. Let's just go with bishop c4. Keep it simple. e6, knave 6, they're both moves. Okay, knave 6. Gonna try to do this attack that I also tried to do earlier in the tournament, but a little bit differently because the bishop was being ketoed. With an early a6, bishop has no way out. Bishop g4 is a good move because this knight is useful. And bishop actually not so much. As I understand it, if they take and go knight d4, the move is rook h3. Knight takes c2, queen h4, knight takes a1. They go here. Yeah, this bishop also useful because it would have forced h takes opening the file because of the pin. Alas. I mean, this is fine. GM did this to me too, kind of a similar sort of made me go d takes c4, but I'm kind of a fan of this. I like the files, I like how it grips the whole center. My idea here pretty clear. Well, I was going to say queen h4 and then remove this knight to mate there, but now this is soft. So we got a lot of options from here, actually. I mean, knight g4 and e5 is what they want. So, if I started out with bishop g5, knight g4, knight d5, you know what? It's like, I want this here, don't I? Let's start with knight d5. It's kind of interesting. Are you going to take it, or are you going to try to put this here? I do give them the option to take my knight, but I think their knight was also very important to them. Part of me regrets it, like maybe I should have just went here. E takes is even compelling. Is there a reason not e takes? Queen d7. That's interesting. But yeah, knight f4 is part of my plan, kind of, to add pressure. If I trade and then knight f4 forces queen e8. I think we should go direct. I guess queen e8 just to defend this. Or e5. But honestly, go back. Oh, they do this. Okay. they have some counterplay with knight g4, bishop d4 incoming? I don't really think so. I don't want to do that to my rook. Knight e4, I give. So wait, okay, let's do this. This is smart. My rook was kind of out of the game. With knight g4 is a move they wanted to play anyway. So there were no files. It's kind of annoying. Trade bishop d2. Why is this so annoying? How do I even do anything? I literally don't see a way to continue the game. I go here. Yeah, I could have made much worse ideas, but I'm still kind of just down an exchange.
Five, four,
Knight c7.
3, 2, 2.
I could have traded everything then knight 8, but I think rook e2 at the end of that line. That was interesting.
Three, 2, 1, 2, 1.
They have to give me this,
2,
yeah.
2. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Oh, bishop h2. Oh, they didn't see it.
2, 1.
But they have this, so...
2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2,
Damn.
2, 3, 2.
Damn. Oh, that was gettable. Slippin', William. This is like so the position I want. This was all correct. Bishop g5. Yeah, this. Okay, wow, it was much better. It was a huge difference. Knight d5 right now. e6 was not a move I saw. This was really smart. Because they actually. Yeah, I'm not ready for this all to open. Knight g4, this. And there's huge problems on f2 all of a sudden. I didn't see this. I should have just been toasted much sooner as a result. Somehow, keeping the rooks on was a terrible choice. I could have traded and take. I got a little out of hand. This is a very smart idea. Bishop e5, queen b1. I actually can't really guard stuff. I have no defense even in this position. Check. Yeah, they have bishop h2, but okay, they just did this. Nearly queen f1, but yeah, the knight c5 idea was bad. Just bring out another piece, like follow with knight d5 next turn. Who cares if their knight gets to e5? Remote only off. What was that? That was round. I don't know what round we were at. Alright, that was round 6. So we had 3 out of 4. Now we're at 3 out of 6. Could be better. Why I had to lose the exchange? Yeah, good question. Okay, I'll go back. Yeah, it was just if I traded, then there was rook e1 threats, there was bishop d4 threats, there was just a lot going on. Alright, Master from Argentina. Joe Bava. French. Ooh, I like this gambit. I like this gambit. No? He said no. You didn't want this. Key. Where to go from there? I sense a little bit of danger. Because if I go here and they go that way, then I've already played h6. Okay, I'll take that bishop. I mean, unless you're gonna like pile up here and stop me from castling, like rook. Could be a problem. It's not going to be a problem. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not the scariest way to play at all. It's funny, I'm the side with the bishops, but I kind of want them to close the center, because I'm not sure what I'm doing with my king. This kind of scared me from going this way. b7, I guess there's this, right? So... Well, okay, c6 takes, queen d7, no, that's defended. d7, knight e5... Trade. I can't castle either. Am I just losing something here? Let's go here, check. Maybe I could just do this. It does suck. It does suck. Check c6 takes, d7. Knight back. do it. To do it, I need... Not great. If a rook comes there.
Five, four, three, two, two,
Oh, I thought I just
Three,
said
two.
so dumb.
two,
Should have gone here at least.
one, two,
You're really badly played. Don't know what's wrong. Just started playing badly.
one,
Yeah, H5 or F5.
two, two, one, two, one,
Oh. It's clever. Oh, what? I didn't get that in? That's okay, I was toasted anyway. It wasn't resignable, it was just actually kind of just a check. No, I need to stop playing like garbage. That's kind of the problem. It's just bad. My opponent played really well, actually. Wow. This is 96 accuracy from them. I think I've had this a few times and I get into trouble. I think like the bishop pair is better than it is, but this bishop's still not good. When they decline this pawn, just gotta go here, look to follow it with c5, try and go d4 somehow. Castles. It's kind of a weird situation. But that's the only way to equalize. This position gets uncomfortable because I'm not trying to castle short. Yeah. No, this is a really nice decision of them to give what would otherwise be a really valuable bishop. Because I was expecting, like, takes or e1, pressuring this, right? But then, yeah, I think I can still patch this up. But to go h4 kind of, like, throws me off of this, because g4, g5 comes too quick, or the rook coming across. So then it's like, where does my king go? And 85 was a good decision, too. Because, yeah, I should castle short at this point. It's dangerous to stay in the middle. This was a nice little sequence by them. Trade, check, to grab this pawn. H7, bad move. No, they did everything right. They did everything right. F4 is another great move, holding the knight in place. So now you can hit me with either H5 or F5. That's exactly what they do. They hit me with rook F1, they brought all their pieces in, and then they found that little tactic. No, yeah. They didn't give me a chance. Did not give me a chance. So, yeah, I mean, I just kind of played queen d8 here, which is undeveloping. Like, yes, trading the bishop and knight is good, but it's just bad development. I thought I could castle short, but then they played this h4 move, even at the expense of this. It's just nowhere easy for the king to go. I played here b6. Should have played c6 to try to hold this. The bishop's going to be so bad there, but like it would have been better here. But I just have to admit the bishop's going to be bad and just try to hang on. But yeah, knight e5 and check. I mean, yeah, they did everything right here. They did everything right. No, it wasn't like the other game where my opponent actually gave me another chance to come back in, and then I didn't even take that. Oh, the Canadian FM I played, the Canadian WFM I played wanted to be friends. I don't know where I see that, but I'll accept that later. Okay, that's a tough streak. We'll turn this around. We'll turn this around. Redeemed highlight my message. Sheep biscuits, nice. I'll play it. I need to study it a little bit more. Need to study it a little bit more, but I appreciate you coming into my chat every stream talking about the Knock Knock Gambit. I love the enthusiasm. That was like me about the Bush Gas, you know? All those. Alright, we're playing an Italian... Mexico. That's what I meant to say. I am. Let's put emote only back on. You don't want my pawn? So sad. How about now? No? Alright, you know what? We've had enough. Take my pawn. I want to... When we review this, it's just gonna be red, like blunder, miss of me offering the pawn every turn and them not taking the pawn every turn. Too many decliners. You're taking the pawn. I wasn't asking nicely anymore. Alright, well I never played d6, so what if I played d5 in one go? I know they wanted to do this and castle on. Alright, I'm playing d5 in one go. What are you gonna do about it? I like this is also kind of interesting. Not so easy to protect this twice. Like, how do you protect it other than the queen? Okay, whatever, let's start with this. There's no bishop b5 check, right? I could trade the queens, which I know is not what you want, but it's coincidentally not what I want. Okay, knight g4, queen e2, queen b6. The other option is d4, take, knight e2, and I've got actually a few good moves here. I could start with queen b6, I could start with... Okay. We are gonna start with knight g4. No. Yes. I'm gonna start with knight g4. So queen d2. e2. Okay, so if I go here, takes knight e3. It's not as good. So maybe I should just trade first. I do have d4, take, kind of forces knight d1. Let's do this. Alright, we're really trying to keep the foot on the gas pedal. Like, I could have just played normally, just developed and stuff. Also, this is a good idea, but only if they're really trying to bail out and castle short. But queen b6 is my next move. No matter how they take back. What I want is, like, everything to open up while you're still here. I can't guarantee that loses for you, but I can guarantee I'll try. So that, okay, that's what I wanted. Now, next phase of the evil plan. I don't know, rook d8, rook takes d1 is probably a little crazy. Okay, you're just gonna bail out like that? Alright. Okay, we're down some clock, but we're up on the board. I mean, it was possible. It was possible it was working. It's just tough in a 3-minute game to pull that off. Also, I should have held this. h3 now. F6 take. Okay, we trade. e4. Really? You're very scared of me, aren't you? You're very, very scared of me. Okay. Let's go with this. This. Your knights are not great. No offense. Do it. B5, B4, trying to pick that off. It's possible, it's possible. I mean, it's actually, this is... oh, okay. Just gonna have to double. B4 is off the table. A6 would have been better. Now... okay. I don't think that was a great idea on their part. Oh, Nate! Oh, I didn't even see this. I didn't even see this. I didn't even see this. It just happened to work out for me. I mean, they could still do it. But we need to eliminate this knight. Okay, yeah, I think they have to do that. Don't lose this. Don't get back rank mated. A lot of things to remember here. Yum. It's good. It's good. It's just a clean bishop and knight for the rook.
Five, 4, 3, 3, 4, 3, 2.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3.
I feel like they might be
Two.
handing me this game.
1, 2, 2, 1, 2,
Can't go to the G8.
1, 2,
Can't go to F7. Oh no, they can draw with this.
2,
Okay, that was smart on their part. Yeah.
3, 4, 3,
Uh.
4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2,
Stupid.
3, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah, I
One.
can't win with this. Oops, I meant the flag. Yeah, you can't win with the wrong color.
3,
Could have.
2,
Yeah. Can't win with the wrong color. Okay. Oh well. Have a look here. We went for it. We went for it. Yeah, I like how we were trading blunders. It's very cute. I think what we did here is no. It wants me to just do this. Takes. Oh, queen e7 just likes that. It's like it's just so pretty. Just this position. Similar. I went after it. I wanted knight takes here. Apparently this. Give this, and then just come at me. I've overextended. Look at all these pieces in my face. So okay, wow, didn't see that resource. They got scared of me and just started moving backwards. So this position should have been real nice. I missed this and taking whichever is hanging. So position real good. This is minus 3.3 at this point. What the problem was, like, yes, wow, minus 4 if I just dodge this. Like, takes an 8d5 should have been, like, a really nice simplification, hitting this, and, like, an 83 targeting all these pawns that I thought I could win, or make a passer. I don't know, I thought I could go without the queens, but I totally missed f5. And so now I should be losing. They go rook d6 instead of rook b5, which is crazy. So then it's like, okay, I might be able to try to win, and I make a pass pawn, but they find a really easy drawing strat, which is just bring the king to this. And on rook pawns, if the bishop is the opposite color of the queening square, if their king is there, then it is a draw, which is kind of a craziest drawing resource in chess, because to be up a piece and a pawn is a lot, and the fact that that is still a draw is something else. But yes, you cannot make progress if the bishop is the wrong color. It's actually completely useless. There's nothing you can do. Pawn just gets to a2, and then what? And then it's just going to be stalemate, or they just keep going back and forth. If the bishop is dark squares, completely different. But yes, if their king is there, that is a draw. So this is a very easy drawing resource that they had, of just to run the king this way, give the rook for this pawn, and draw the game. Adamisko Sak in the chat. What is up, sir? Okay, I actually probably... Okay, that was around 8. I probably need to run out, actually, to set up for chess boxing, to get in my own work in boxing, and set up for the first New York chess boxing class. But I will see y'all next time. I'll see y'all next time. I'm looking forward to it. Follow for my chess boxing journey, and I'll be back for more streams, playing viewers, and all that good stuff. Join the Discord, follow, subscribe. See y'all later.